Hi, this is Mr. Parks from Risen Christ Lutheran School. This is going to be a homework help video for lesson 3 from module 3 for 4th grade. In our previous lesson, we were working with adding and multiplying. Now we're going to take one more additional step and talk about how we could use multiplication and division to get the same answer. And so we're working with inverse operations, which fancy way of saying that they can undo each other. The way I normally explain it is that they're two sides of the same coin. We are going to use the same facts that we use for multiplication as we use for division. We're just doing them in a different order. So our large number that would be the product or answer to our multiplication problem is going to be our starting number or dividend for the division problem. So for our problem, again, we're going to practice what we do during class. We're talking about Olivia being in a photography club. She takes 15 photos at a garden, and that is 3 times as many photos as she takes at school. And we want to know how many photos does she take at school. Okay, so we're going to use the bar model to help us. N is going to be the number that we're trying to solve for. So to help us with that, we can go ahead and say that we are going to try to figure out how many times we can count by 3 to get to 15 as one way that we can do that. So let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and say that these are going to be n, n, and n, and that's going to give us 15. So the number that we can count by 3 times to get to 15, as we work through the page, is going to end up being 5, and so that means she takes 5 photos at school. One of the ways that I normally explain this would be to use something like this here. I would ask, how many times can you count by 3 to get to 15? I also use hints that if we're ending in a 5, we're probably going to be counting by 5s at some point. There's not really any way of getting around that. Now, if we end with a 0, we could also be counting by 5s, but we could count by different numbers. But if we see a 5 as one of the number, the number in the ones place for whatever value we're working with, we're almost guaranteed to be working with 5s or possibly 15s as we are doing that. So hope that helps for understanding what we're working on for the lesson today. They're going to be asked to answer a wide variety of questions related to that. So hope this helps, and I will see you in the next video.